let's go into the game. It is going to be game 1 of AP Bren versus Falcons PH.
Story of this matchup, will Sindel's Cho be enough to get a win against Team Falcons? We'll see. Because yesterday alone, we saw Sindel play 1 game, and that was with an Angela.
In the mid lane. So the registered gold laner played mid yesterday. Now he's playing roam.
Yes.
Nothing too crazy here. The emblems are Wilderness Blessings onto Sindel and to Chove Skirt, knowing that they need to get around the map quickly. And of course, Ogwin packing the pull yourself together, pushing cooldown reduction on this Badang as typical.
This is the difficult part of having the Hilda on XP. Can't really disrupt the Fanny too much, can't go too far from your lane without losing out on a lot of those minions. So it'll be a bit more difficult to invade the Fanny, and I think he's getting ready to go for his first target soon.
Yeah.
So wait for that.
They can't get vision on where Kyle TZ is right now on the map because Ogwin has just been doing a lot to psycho out Sindel. We're just like, all right, stand in front of me because you have to defend your jungler. You will only see my jungler once every blue moon. They know where Kyle TZ is now,
Yeah,
obviously.
of course, he showed himself.
But for a majority of the time, they can't see him.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's the recipe right there.
FlapTZ even keeping Dare in check to make sure that, again, no invades will be happening for the side of Kyle TZ. But the fear is for AP Bren, if they play passively, especially against a team like Team Falcons, you can eventually expect that Falcons will force any fights or pickoffs that they have, especially since that they also have a Lu Yi in view.
Yeah, and that Lu Yi going to come into play later on for sure. Of course, they don't want to take it quite yet, especially with Sindel roaming around, possibly checking. They don't really have that burst, so they want to just take it up on front. Of course, Shovskirt going to be taking the diversion for themselves. Could make a play behind Ogwin or Flap. See if that happens here.
Now back to the control of the center of the map. They force out Sindel's flicker early on, and few flickers as well. Fortunately for Sindel, the damage wasn't enough from the captain.
Dang, okay, diversion already into the purple buff of Kyle.
Oh, they spotted out Kyle TZ, unleashed the beast, and draws the first blood. Hopeskirt answers back and brings down Kyle.
It was a bit of overkill as well, like the Unleash the Beast blast. It really wasn't necessary, but they were able to take out the Fannies relatively easy.
Very correct call there by Chovskirt, stealing the ultimate of the Lo Yi away to send him and James Bass into the purple buff. Falcons did not expect that to come out of nowhere.
And they timed that perfectly. I wonder if they can time this fight well. Right now, Ogwin up on front, there in the back.
Okay. We expect a kick, but got cancelled out by the fist crack. And the first man down there is Fuse. Spear of Destruction is going to connect Kyle TZ, going for the steel cables as FlapTZ has to walk back there. Dare flickers in.
Whoa.
Does he have enough damage though? Infernal Pursuit. And Flap was able to bring down Dare with him.
They just traded each other out, but at the end of the day, with Dare getting a double kill plus the turtle, that's a big win for AP Bren as they forced out the fist crack from Ogwin early on so that Ogwin doesn't kick back closer to the formation of AP Bren. Falcons lost a big component of their team fighting in the ultimate of the Badang early on.
It really was a big, big win. They were able to force out so much. Now they're just evening out on the gold almost. AP Bren still pretty much in the driver's seat here just because of that show. I think they could get something done on the bottom as well. Super Marco, though, of course, has that sixth sense. Very difficult to gank. Probably won't see him anytime soon.
Yeah. You need 5 members at least to take a kill onto the Bulletproof himself, but still AP Bren looking good up against Team Falcons so far. Even if Chovskirt has the Valentina, we haven't seen any crucial diversions yet early at this point coming in from Pewter, taking things slow, trying to take the discipline route, waiting for Super Marco at least to scale up alongside Kyle TZ. And now we can see AP Bren being a bit proactive now. Sindel spotting out where Ogwin and the potential rotation of Falcons will be coming from.
Yeah, I'm starting to see with how the map state right now, the Falcons will be able to get a call from Few to use a diversion in a very interesting spot. They might do it on the objective.
Okay, there's the tag team from Kyle TZ and FlapTZ. The TZ brothers up against there, and they will bring him down successfully.
It's a trade.
And that's a good trade for Shizu. He brought down Ogwin.
Yeah, roamer for EXP laner, but that opens up the top side of the map for Team Falcons. While AP Bren, they will not have enough unless... Now, Super Marco needs to get out of here.
Yeah, making the push happen right now is AP Bren. They're going behind that turret. And here comes the cavalry.
There's a diversion of the Flap TZ and Few. James Backstrom goes back with the flash combo from the Unleash the Beast as they take down 2. They want to go for 3, but Ogwin!
Oh my goodness!
Welcome back, birthday boy! Making noise as he turned things around with a 3-kill swing for Falcon.
Unbelievable, beautiful timing here from Ogwin. The age really is showing. He's becoming more wise.
Yeah,
they call him the master.
Okay, Ogwin again setting things up and forcing out Dare to walk away as Kyle TZ already got that turtle.
Could have been a really good one there by AP Bren as James Bounce. Great timing, great patience. But they did not expect Ogwin to just swoop in from out of nowhere with a flicker plus the full combo from the Badang.
Super Marco, the Kimmy, just picked up a Sky Piercer. So we can expect things from the Bulletproof himself. He wants to be engaged early on in the fights.
Yeah, good thing Few was able to hold on long enough as well. The shielding from him to buy time, bang, just perfectly lined up for Ogwin and Few.
Yeah, they caged the beast with the fist break.
That was insane. Honestly, very insane movement. At the same time, they didn't take it without any injuries, though. They did lose out a few, so that was essentially just equaled out. But Falcons, you know what? They are taking whatever they can around the map. Don't forget, Kyle TZ still on that fan. He can do really, really good damage if left unchecked.
Yeah. Especially later on if AP Bren decides to scatter away from the initial damage that can come from Few and Super Marco. So now Ogwin spotting things out there, taking control once again of the mid lane. No initiations yet so far, but James Max forced out to use that Retribution as Flap TZ just literally zoning out there.
See, she's already holding on to the far lane wave where Fannies are expected to push. Oh, he already used the dash? No, but Kyle TZ's not going to be swooping in. Diversion, though. Chovskirt's looking for an angle. Oh, they're looking to catch Kyle. He has a lot of energy, though.
Do they know?
Plus a conceal from Falcons, but Kyle TZ was miles ahead. The kick was off angle. Now the counter attack from Team Falcons. Turn things around. First man down is James Banks. Now Kyle TZ up against Chovskirts alongside Few. Will he be able to take him down, though, as Super Marco also gets a kill onto Dare. Force out the flicker. But
Burn, burn, burn!
Marco with a traction pulse to finish off Chovskirt. And just like that, Team Falcons is back on track.
That was beautiful zoning, beautiful use of your tools, and a big boom boom in the end.
I feel so bad there for AP Bren. They made the right call, the diversion up top. But I feel like Kyle TZ waited until he was out of the bush at the right time, as Falcons were already making their way up top. As Kyle TZ saw them coming in with the conceal, and AP Bren just walked into what they thought was a Kyle TZ kill. It turned into a Team Falcons turnaround.
Essentially outplayed and outplay.
Cinder was able to cast that ultimate, but now Flap TZ zoning out James Prax as Team Falcons reset the Lord. Flap TZ goes in with Infernal Pursuit, no more ult. Chovskirt has his own ult, but Ogwin again with a beautiful setup. Spear of Destruction also didn't connect, and 2 bodies from AP Bren will fall down.
Shizu getting hunted down here as well. Doesn't have the Spear Destruction, and that might leave the other Falcon members to be able to take out this Lord really easily.
The fists of the Master always just so on point. That's where AP Bren are getting clapped back in. It's the discipline of Ogwin to hold on to his fist break and fist crack to, once he see how many dashes are gone on the side of AP Bren, he just uses it. But at the same time, at this point, because you're a Badang that built up a lot of cooldown reduction through emblems and items, you get your wall back up so quick.
They were able to really just maximize that. In fairness, I kind of understand it as well. By the way, Infinix handcam here of a Fanny player, always fun to watch. I kind of get why Ogwin's doing that, because if you miss one part of that, that's just it, right? Unless, like, you're going to have to wait for like 10 seconds, 8 seconds again or whatever.
Yeah, especially with the mobility that AP Bren has. Ogwin needs to be on point with the casting of the fist break. And this is just Ogwin's way of saying to Flap TZ that this is how you play the Badang Flap. Now you learn from the Master. Lord sieging in onto the middle lane. There are still holy shields, but Team Falcons managing the waves perfectly, though. They might be able to pop the mid lane and the top lane. And Super Marco cleaning up the jungle of AP Bren.
All right, gonna be tricky here. They have to hunt on Super Marco. Sindel looking at it.
Okay. Kaltizi's not going to overcommit alongside Team Falcons. Chovskirt, he has his own fist break, fist crack. So no initiations yet from Team Falcons, and they're just going to play the discipline route again.
All right, looking at the items, the two junglers. Only 2 core items still for this Lucas. 3 already for Kaltizi. Plus, he got to build himself a Dreadnought armor, so he should survive some of the initial outburst of physical damage coming out from the Lucas and the Hilda.
There's the conceal. Flickers are available for Flap and Ogwin as they try to work on Dare. Dare forced out to use the flicker. Now they were able to clear out the minions, but they have minions on the top. And Team Falcons might be able to take down an inhibitor with them as Shizu trying his best to clear it out. And still, Team Falcons, they're not going to over-engage.
The way Falcons are playing this, it feels like they're using Super Marco as like a bait. He's in the middle of the fight. He is right in the center.
Yeah, he knows he can be so well protected. He can flicker out. He has a second skill. And there's so many punishes to aggressive plays by AP Bren that you could dish out from the Badang, from the Fovis as well. So they can afford to tell Super Marco, dude, just stay in the front, it's fine. We got you.
Okay.
Oh!
Wow! Out. Fist break from Ogwin is there.
God, spicy.
They're literally baiting out Sindel to already commit the kick. That's why Kaltizi keeps on entering in and out with the Fanny.
Yeah. That's at the level where Falcons is playing at right now. They go to the bottom lane. Not going to see anything there. No one's going to be clearing the minion waves. See if AP Bren changes their tune. Few already showed himself in the map, but not Ogwin. AP Bren don't know where Ogwin is.
Yeah, they're just trying to make AP Bren guess at this point. So I love this mind games happening from the veterans, obviously. Falcons making sure that AP Bren does not get too complacent, that they don't get that much map control back in their favor.
Yeah. That's the beauty of having a Louis for your side. And at the same time, even if AP Bren has Chovskirt with the Valentina, he's not within range to also get his own diversion. And look at the damage from Marco, already half HP for Chovskirt. Forced to use out that regen as Team Falcons. They might be able to blitz out this Lord. James Pax got spotted out by Flap, and here comes a conceal from Team Falcons. They're waiting for an initiation as Kaltizi clean Lord take, but they still want to go for more. Sindel connects with the kick, but it's off angle once again. No casualties for both teams.
Diversion.
Oh, they're going to spot out James Pax, and Ogwin again connects. Late entry coming in from Kaltizi. They try to answer back, but they were able to take down James Pax. Kaltizi one hit away, Spear of Destruction is not. It's gonna connect. He finds Kaltizi.
All right, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Both jugglers out of the map right now. Falcons, though, still have their marksmen, still have their Badang. Minion waves crashing in roughly at the same time. The middle one's gonna come in first. Minion waves on the side lane is gonna take some time. Let's see if they can get more inhibitors here, or they just have to respect that they gotta back off.
They will.
A few.
Oh. Wait, look at Few. Oh my God, there.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, there.
Forced out the flicker already, but Owen also flickers out. They want to go for the -1 and a mega kill coming in from Marco. Now they're working on the inhibitor, but they were able to clear out the minion, so they save another.
Yeah, a lot of health was lost on that turret. Below 50%, he got as low as. That was just the Lord and minion waves crashing in, and that was already getting dealt with by AP Bren, but they still lost health. They continue this pressure. They can keep this up.
This is relentless. They just keep it going here.
Ogwin. We're just taunting out AP Bren. And now Flap TZ trying to soak up the damage. Kaltizi goes in again. Here comes Sindel. Off angle, wave the dragon once again. There's a diversion on the back. James backs up against 3. Who is he gonna find? He used the red on the Super Marco, but Super Marco was able to flicker out. Now Flap TZ. Winter Crown play. One more hit away. But here comes the counter attack from Flap, and he was still alive. And Ogwin again with a clap back. They brought down Dare. Next man is James Pax.
I was surprised Flap could even do that. He pulled in 4, actually bought some moments there for the rest of Falcons to actually just dish out so much damage.
He still had a Dark Wave and Infernal Pursuit with him. And Ogwin, he was standing there, he was waiting. Diversion, but it's Few to go with Kaltizi.
At this point, you don't know.
For a moment.
It's a friendly.
I didn't see the circle in the map. I just saw the circle on the grass. Yeah, that's where my eyes were at.
But imagine if Chovskirt, Sindel, and Shizu committed that diversion.
Probably would have sworn.
Yeah. Easy kill for AP Bren.
Easiest penalty of my life.
That's true.
I got surprised right at that moment.
You know, if Kyle TZ was spacing out, for sure he got scared that moment.
Just like, whoa.
In fairness, the cameraman was really intent on that, so I thought it wasn't an enemy diversion as well.
I also thought it was from Jumpscare.
So maybe
Oh.
I wasn't the only one thinking that. Oh,
Oh,
there's a good one. Oh, it's Few and Ogwin.
there. Careful with your bushes. Careful with the check.
Oh, gotta wait. No, they don't need to dive on this.
All right, not yet. Not quite
They can
yet.
just wait. No magic sentry to check. Few and Ogwin can just take their sweet time here. Or are
Yep.
they just gonna go back?
Looks like they are.
No.
Already got
they're
the
holding
Thunder
on.
Fender
Okay.
anyway, so that's mission success already for Kyle TZ.
Okay, yeah, they reset it instead. Okay. Oh, still very competitive. AP Bren does
Chizo.
have a chance here. Chizo's full build. He's got bands and stacks.
Crazy.
Same thing for Super Marco, who, by the way, again, another unique take on the Kimmy. This time rocking the Sky Piercer with it. And he has a good amount of stacks. If I'm not mistaken, he could be at 3 at this point.
It feels like there's no final build for the Kimmy yet. Point,
Yeah, everyone's like showing. Yeah, it's very versatile again because of the skills scaling both to physical and magic. There is room for you to introduce a bit more physical damage dealing items instead of magic. But I think it's unanimous that you want to have Divine Glaive on you as a Kimmy.
True, that's true.
Chovskirt has his own fist break, but Ogwen starts things off with Infernal Pursuit as well. Coming in from Flavis. Kyle TZ already secured the Lord. Now they went for Chovskirt. One member down, make it 2. A Sindel also falls in the hand of hands of Team Falcons.
That's it. This is going to be a really tough defense here.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to defend against this, especially with 30 seconds on the clock.
By the time Chovskirt, out of sight of the map!
Diversion onto the back of there. Ogwen connects, but Shizu was able to flicker out. And now James backs onto the back, up against 5. Winter Crown play, but it's surrounded and swarmed by Team Falcons. And a godlike kill for Super Lord in the middle lane.
That no visual diversion, love that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
So they will hit.
Destruction. Last attempt to defend Kyle TZ again
flap.
with a late entry.
Wow.
And they bring down 2, make it 3. 2 left to defend, and Falcons takes game.